From a disgruntled man destroying an entire town with a heavily armored bulldozer to uncatchable cars disappearing out of thin air. Here are 9 cases where police officers came close to meeting God as a result of being face to face with overpowered weapons, starting with the most infamous, the Killdozer.
I'm going to take you on by myself. It's the only way I know how to do it. I'll be dead when it's over.
In June 2004, an armored bulldozer terrorized a small town in Colorado, destroying every building in its path. Inside the tank was 52-year-old Marvin Haymeyer. Marvin was a reasonable and good-hearted man. However, after he felt the town leaders had constantly wronged him, he was pushed to the limits and sought revenge in the most extreme way possible.
Hello, my name is Marvin Haymeyer, and this tape is about my life since I come up here to Grant Lake in 1991 for the task that I am about to undertake. And you know, I've spot zoned the 2 acres directly south of me, which was illegal in Colorado. They had changed the HGB zoning on that 2 acres to industrial. And because no one protested it within 30 days, it became law that they could do that. And therein lies a big problem. When I came along, and wolves and coyotes, and, all the aggressive animals, they have their territory. They have their mates. And in nature, even an animal will fight to protect, some of them. Some of them are, what do they call them, deadbeat dads. But if an animal will do this, why wouldn't a man? Now, did my buying that property, he had such a good life. He had a better life than me anyway. Well, I can understand that to a point. It's not what I deserve. You meddled in my business and took what I deserved away. You took advantage of my good nature. Well, I think there's something you should learn here. For as good as a man can be, also can he be as bad. And another thing you should learn is that when you visit evil upon someone, be assured it will revisit you. And that is what is happening.
Marvin John Haymeyer upgraded a Komatsu bulldozer with layers of half-inch steel plates and concrete. He also added cameras to monitor his surroundings and even mounted an AR-15 rifle on the inside to deter anyone from getting close to the behemoth he was creating. He sealed himself inside his custom-built tank and unleashed chaos on Granby, demolishing buildings in his path.
One by one, the buildings came down.
The electric co-op building, the town hall.
And there was nothing the cops could do, as the Killdozer was strong enough to plow through cars like a hot knife through butter. Totaling up to $7 million in property damage.
You see live right now is actually the town hall of Granby, and damage we're told could be in the millions. They'll have a better assessment of that later on today.
This carnage only ended when the threads of his makeshift tank got stuck in the basement of a building. And upon realizing that he was out of options, Haymeyer took his own life with a Magnum revolver he had on him, ending the chase. However, there's one overpowered weapon that hasn't been caught to this day, despite having multiple encounters with the cops. I'm of course talking about the Blackout Charger. The all-black Dodge Charger first got into a chase with State Trooper Jacob Byrd when he saw the car speeding in a residential zone. But the driver turned on the invisibility cloak, ending the case as quickly as it started. About 45 minutes later, another troop spotted the Charger, but it would escape again. The Charger would outrun the cops 2 more times after this. But then in September, the driver decides to do a little trolling. The car actually pulls over for a traffic stop, but as soon as the cops get out, the driver says psych and vanishes into the night like Batman. There were a couple chargers actually busted by the cops.
We're going east on. Temple, he just crashed out. Still eastbound, right? We'll stop here. Keep driving. Get out. You better put your hands straight up! Hands straight up! You better get on your face right here on this concrete. Hurry up!
But both of these turned out to be mere copycats, and the real uncatchable Blackout Charger is still out there. The legend of the Blackout Charger inspired other supercar owners as well, leading to a Corvette giving cops the slip in downtown LA.
Oh wait, might have turned around. 3 o'clock, I lost them behind the building.
On the 22nd of February 2024, a black Corvette got into a police chase after refusing to pull over and began cruising the freeway at 130 miles per hour.
A Corvette that's being pursued initially by the Pomona Police Department. That's who started the pursuit and refused to pull over. So
a few minutes into the chase, it almost wrecks another car while going 80 miles an hour.
The right side, oh, very close to that other.
As the chase continues, the Corvette driver tries some of the moves he learned playing arcade racing games.
The other side, it looks like we're going to be committed to that. Oh,
and then steals a traffic cone from a construction site.
Hoover Street, but we're not going to take it. It's running over a cone there. There the cone goes.
After reaching downtown LA, the high-speed pursuit turns into a game of wit. Then the Corvette vanishes like P. Diddy's reputation.
3 o'clock, I lost them behind the building.
Maneuvering behind the building, it slips past multiple news and police choppers and disappears completely.
Go right. Oh wait, might have turned around. 3 o'clock, I lost them behind the building.
Leaving the cops to run in circles. And while this Corvette managed to run and hide, some offenders are brave or maybe stupid enough to take the cops head on. Not in a fistfight, of course, but with an overpowered vehicle that's designed to dig trenches.
Shut it off now! Shut it off! Get back! You're gonna get hurt! Stop!
It all started on the afternoon of January 25, 2024, when two cops came looking for a man named Zachary Henry with a warrant for his arrest. Except when Zachary sees the cops approaching, he takes off at the speed of light in the skid steer loader he was using for construction work. One of the cops goes for the car,
so he's taking off in the skid steer,
while the other begins chasing him on foot.
Dad, shut it off! Shut it off!
And after a short chase on the road, Zachary goes off-road again, leading to one of the cops running after the skid loader on foot. He even manages to catch up to the loader and gets on top of the loader's bucket to make Zachary stop.
Hey, get back! You're gonna get hurt! Stop!
One wrong move and the cop would have quickly become fertilizer for the farmland below.
Stop it now!
Zach managed to pull off something no one ever expected, despite fleeing on the slowest getaway vehicle imaginable.
I lost him. We just found the skid steer.
You guys looking for somebody?
Yeah, a guy running on foot around here. Long beard, white male. He just hit me with the skid steer, so.
Long beard, white male?
Yeah, long beard. Say like 35. Thanks.
After a skid loader gets stuck in a pond, Zach fled the scene on foot. Zach has been charged with assault on a peace officer and resisting arrest. However, it hasn't been confirmed if he was eventually arrested or never caught. The next offender wasn't so lucky, except he did manage to prove that U-Hauls aren't just great for moving a lot of items. They are also quite effective against the cops. Well, to an extent. In February of 2024, 2 men from Michigan got in a police chase in a stolen U-Haul van, loaded with weapons and Molotov cocktails.
Turning south on industrial, south on industrial. Copy, south on industrial. Gun. Confirming a hit at south on industrial. 2 mils, 2 mils. Copy, 2 mils.
Dude! I can't stop it. They're over there. Oh, there he goes, there he goes!
James, Tony George, coming up to 49, coming up to Gene George. Approaching Gene George, 49, 85. Coming up to the intersection Gene George right now.
In the cops through state borders and avoiding a head-on collision with another vehicle, one of the cop cars managed to get close and went for a pit maneuver while going nearly 100 miles an hour on the freeway. Unfortunately, the cop car's bull bar gets stuck on the U-Haul's rear bumper, leading to a disaster. Eventually, multiple cops catch up to the U-Haul and box it in from every angle. And finally arrest the driver and his accomplice.
Hey, don't rush it! Don't rush it! Go for it! Hey, kill your car! Kill your car! Kill your car! Do not rush the car! Get about that way. Get the passenger. Get the passenger out. Hey, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Get out! Get out! I will kill you, motherfucker! Get out! Get out of the car! Let a canine get out of the car! Get him! Show me your hands! Keep your hands up! Get out! Watch out! Watch out! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Hey, pull that airbag! Pull that airbag! Yeah. He's going out the back! He's going out the back! He's going out the back! They got it, they got it. Don't even have him, dude! This is so ridiculous!
According to news reports, the chase started in Locust Grove, Oklahoma and ended 60 miles away in Springdale, Arkansas. Both suspects faced charges for criminal conspiracy, aggravated assault, possession of destructive devices, fleeing, battery, criminal mischief and resisting arrest. After a little digging, we found that these suspects are also wanted for attempting to run over police officers in Michigan, which was over 700 miles away from the previous chase. The silver lining in this entire incident was that the stolen U-Haul was relatively easy to box in with a bunch of cop cars. However, the same maneuver wouldn't have worked with the vehicle another man stole a month later. In March of 2024, an ex-employee of a garbage facility in Georgia decided that the best way to take his anger out at his previous employer was to recreate a GTA heist mission and steal a 75,000-pound front loader, maybe in hopes of gaining some respect.
He's gonna go out the main road.
And while his vehicle of choice is slow, it's not something even the biggest cop cars can ever hope to stop. So all they can do is circle it from a safe distance.
I've got the sanitation truck, the large tractor, which is our best bet. A little bit slower, but he's behind us.
That is until one of the cops has a genius idea and asks an employee to bring the other front loader for some loader-unloader action.
Grab your machine. What is it? One of those things? How fast is it?
They can get up to probably about 30.
Okay, grab that. Quick.
That's my kill event, Brent.
10-3 for the vehicle, Corley, center and Oprah.
10-3. Circle, Oprah Drive.
This is unbelievable.
The other employee successfully flips the stolen front loader and the thief gets arrested on the spot. Well, at least he got to keep his life after stealing an overpowered heavy vehicle, which is something we can't say for the Sean Nelson incident. In fact, this crazy event is widely believed to have single-handedly ignited the idea behind the entire Grand Theft Auto game series, which was released just 2 years later. One day in 1995, Sean Nelson, a US Army veteran who was hammered and drugged out of his mind, thought it was a good idea to steal a working tank from the Army National Guard Armory in California and take it for a joyride on the highway.
He's doing these cars on purpose. But what we need to do is have officers, to the best of their ability and their safety, keep these cars away from him. There's cars that are found.
Wreaking havoc and destruction in his path. After losing his mother and getting a divorce, Sean was going through a tough time and was taking his anger out on the world. And there was nothing the police could do but warn the people.
Go back in your house, get off the street. This is the San Diego Police Department. Everybody get off the street and go back into your house right now. Everybody go back into your house right now.
After all, they were against a nearly 50-ton tank. Sean even tried to take out the whole bridge, but fortunately failed. An airstrike or another tank could have stopped Sean's rampage, but it was too risky. Eventually, the tank got stuck on the highway divider wall and the cops rushed to get Sean out. Moments later, the tank's hatch is opened and Sean is fatally shot by one of the cops. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he succumbed to his wounds. But sometimes you don't need something as menacing as a tank to become a threat to the police. You can always get an acorn. Or if that's not an option, how about an excavator?
Get on the ground! You're at my house! Get on the ground! Ground! On the ground! Hey! Dude!
That was the weapon of choice for the 52-year-old Wayne Tallman in June of 2024. For context, on June 14, 2022, state troopers were trying to arrest Wayne's son for assault charges from a few nights before.
You want to talk over here for me? Alright. So we are going to be placed under arrest, right? For what? Put your hands behind your back. For what? Put your hands behind your back. For what? Put your hands behind your back.
However, before they could fully detain Brandon, his father came to the rescue with his excavator, while his mom tried to intervene by pulling Brandon away from the cops.
Man, stop! Man, stop!
And at first, Wayne only tried to intimidate the troops with the excavator. But when that didn't work, he did something that shocked everyone. He tried to kill both officers with his big boy machine. Both officers eventually managed to get Brandon into the squad car, however, even that wasn't without trouble.
No one wants to see that. Relax.
Hey! Brad!
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Pants are off, you
Now that Brandon was in the back of the cruiser, the officers finally focused on the parents, and fortunately, backup arrived, though Wayne still thought he had a chance at holding back all 4 officers.
Be tough on that, boys. Don't take all 4 of you. You might have to. Yep, it will.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing you did before. Just, babe, just do it.
Get away!
Don't
Get away from her! You're getting arrested too! You've been in everyone's face and pitting the entire time! Get back!
I was trying to...
Get back! We're done with you! You should be getting arrested as well, you're impeding!
The officers finally got Wayne in cuffs, meaning that both real threats were now in control. However, while the officers were wrestling Wayne to the ground, something happened in the squad car that could have made the entire situation even worse. Brandon was somehow able to slip the cuffs in front and open the door of the car. But before he did something to the officers when his dad was getting arrested, his mom came in with the clutch and saved the day for everyone.
You might want to check that the door doesn't lock. He can open the door if he wants.
Stay in here. Stop and don't run. It's just not the doors.
How'd you get that in front?
It's a rare day when a family gathering includes excavators and police car escapes. Talk about taking family game night to a whole new level. Brandon's father received charges on aggravated assault on a protected official, resisting arrest, impeding, and reckless endangerment. Brandon was charged with aggravated assault on his neighbor, while his mom only got a citation. Maybe there is something about owning an overpowered vehicle that makes people want to battle the cops, like the backhoe incident in New Jersey. In January of 2022, a New Jersey man went on the rampage with his backhoe, tearing through cop cars and trying to run people over.
Do we have a police officer in that car that was just struck?
6, negative. It's my vehicle. 829 and 826 have been totaled.
Can you call chief of police? Copy.
It looks like this vehicle is just out doing property damage and officers use deadly force to stop it.
And after causing a lot of destruction,
Hey, they're screaming.
Run, go! Go, he's after you, go!
the driver was fatally shot by one of the cops.
CPR! CPR!
What was he thinking? That he was in Nick Fury's bulletproof car?